All right.
So I'm gonna mark the shingle we're gonna do the repair on, and then I'm gonna mark all the shingles around it. So this is our repair shingle. Just call it R. And then we'll start numbering all the shingles that we're gonna have to touch to get to it. We're gonna have to lift this one to be able to get to the nails. That's 1. We're gonna have to lift this one to be able to get to the nails. That's 2. We're gonna affect these while we're sliding the slide bar. So 3 and 4. And then we're gonna obviously have to do these as well to be able to get up underneath it. And those are safe from there. Here. We'll label those 5 and 6. Because this shingle is nailed here, it's also nailed under the ridge cap, so we're gonna have to remove the ridge cap as well to be able to even pull the nails out properly to do the repair. So we're gonna mark from there to there for the ridge cap. You pause it. Before you can pause for a second. These shingles too, just so y'all know.
Right.
Hurry up. I'll pull that one in a minute. You can take a picture of that. It ripped through before I could even. Oh, that one did too. I didn't even get to move it. They're over nailed too. So we've got all the nails for this shingle out. Still won't come out. So we'll have to go into the ridge up here. So for this one, we're not going to touch it as far as doing the repair goes, but we'll show all the shingles that it did damage in the process. You can even see the chalk coming off as we're lifting this. So these aren't going to be viable shingles by the time, or pliable shingles by the time we get done with this repair. We got mat transfer in 2 different areas. But we'll, in order to even fix this one, we're gonna have to dip into the ridge cap. I'll write the code in a second for the felt overlayment code, and then we'll submit that. So, all right, so to replace this shingle, we've got to pull the nails out of the shingles that are above it. There's one shingle here. There's also one that goes up to the ridge. The ridge cap is on top of all that. So from here to there, which is 14 ridge cap pieces, we're going to have to pull it off in order to pull the nails out of these 2 shingles in order to get the one shingle that we're trying to repair. In doing so, when we pull these shingles out, we're going to damage the shingles on the other side, because anytime we pull a shingle off and we leave nail holes exposed at all, we damage the shingle. So we're not only taking the ridge cap off at that point, we're getting into the shingles on the opposite slope being damaged from the removal of the ridge cap. So now that whole run will have to go. So anytime we have one shingle at a ridge cap that's got to be replaced, we're looking at replacing at least 1 to 2 runs across the entire ridge on both sides. Also, you get into a felt overlap code, which is what I've written on this ridge. When we open that up, if this has 15-pound felt, if it has a hole anywhere in it, we now have to refelt that and go 6 inches over into the other side.